know I count up by the twos. Damn, you gon' count it by the twos. Rover certified. First you gotta get approved. You know, I gotta get approved.
Yo, Streets of Booth, the mayor, live from TNT Studios from Dallas, Uptown Dallas. My boy, Stoneyyy right here.
What's up, y'all?
What's up? First out of the bat, so you're an engineer, rapper. What kind of advantage do you have from other artists, engineers?
I'm just gonna say more experience, man. Me and Grayson Carter were like the first ones to really start the scene around Amarillo. There was nobody actually doing it, and so he came out. We actually went and worked out at Animal Kingdom before they even were Animal Kingdom. They were some other studio before that and got robbed. And we were recording with Broderick out of his garage, and we dropped GOTG, and that shit blew up. Like within like 2 weeks, had like, I don't want to overdo it, but I want to say I had like 15,000 just from Amarillo locally, and then a blog reposted it, and that got us a lot of more viewers from out of state and stuff. And so, but more of the advantage is just shit. My face has just been more out there, and my name just been passed around a little too much actually. Shit.
So I say you went to school to be an engineer, and how does that help you with your music and stuff?
Shit. It just helps, honestly, just knowing what you gotta do to get from small frequencies to compressing vocals and getting everything fit and tight and getting it sounding right. That's all that shit matters, because if you don't know how to mix it, then your shit gonna sound like garbage. Like, it gotta sit in the mix. It can't sit on top, and it can't be under. People's vocals be too low or they be too high,
So what you learn more from school, or just working and mixing it in like hands-on?
Just hands-on, bro. Nah. My friend Corbin went to school for it too, and he dropped out. Or Verdi, he went to school for it too, and he dropped out his first month. He was like, shit, I already know all this shit, so why am I sitting here relearning that? So
that's what's up. How much you charge for studio time?
Bro, see, we're doing a thing right now where we're trying to give people more of an advantage. So we're not doing it. We do by hours, and it's $70 an hour, included with mixing and mastering and all that. But it's more of, we're trying to do memberships to where, okay, so you pay $400 a month and you get so many songs. You record as much as you can. We let you record as much as you can, and as much as we can mix down that month. That's what you'll be getting back that month. But then we have like another membership package. If you pay $600, you can reserve the studio. As long as it's not reserved, you can be in here all day. Doesn't matter. So you can record as many songs as you want, and what we get mixed and mastered out, that's what you get back.
That's what's up. How long you been engineering and rapping?
Since I started producing at first, and I just wanted to be a producer and just make beats for Grayson at first, but then I don't know, that 5 on it beat, I got 5 on it. That's the first beat I ever rapped on, and I was actually on my way to Colorado, and I rapped to my brother and a couple of our friends, and they were surprised, man. It was funny, and then I listened to it now, and I'm like, I was shit at first. It was real bad, bro.
That's what's up. Man, what kind of programs do you use?
Right now I'm starting to learn FL, but mainly I use Logic, just because Logic's more it's more simplistic, and I'm not the type of guy that gets too much into depth, because that's why I usually let Verdi mix and master my shit, or engineer it, because that boy, he started doing it even when he was younger than me, and when he found out about us, he was doing it maybe like a couple months back, and so he got a little more into it before I did, and that's mainly just all he concentrated on. But then like when me I really learned a lot when me and Grayson got sent out to LA. When we dropped GOTG, we had a producer from Aftermath. I don't know if y'all know, there's Braun from here. He used to own the store on 6th Street. What was it? Yellow City Apparel. You know what I'm talking about? The owner from there, he's from what's it called? Not Compton, but fucking Inglewood. So we went out there. We took a trip out there one summer, and we were with our manager and shit. And the producer, he passed out. Our manager at the time, you know, he was smoking, got too high, passed out on the couch. And that producer pulled us aside and was like, "Yo, like, I see you ain't doing it right. Let y'all go back to Texas, and I'm gonna fly y'all back out here. I'm gonna put y'all on game." So when we went out there, I really got that's where I learned a lot of, like, cause we had an MPC, the Renaissance. We had a full studio in his house with the full board and everything. So I learned a lot on LA.
That's what's up. You never have anybody drop some cold shit and you feel like stealing it, or you want to keep it to yourself?
I asked that again?
You got anybody, you never recorded anybody that like dropped some fire ass track or verse? Do you feel like stealing that shit, or keep it to yourself?
Fuck no, I wouldn't steal anything, man. That's okay. Ghostwriting, I can understand it if you blown up and shit. But if you love her and you having someone else write your shit, then man, you might as well just not even try. Like, I mean, that's cool that you got the voice and everything, but that ain't gonna. What if that person falls off and doesn't want to do that anymore? What you gonna do? Or if I hear something that's hot, I'm not gonna steal it at all. I'm gonna give that person mad props, you know, and go my way about it. But shit, music is it's always recreated. So
who are your influences?
When I first started listening, ever since, like, okay, I remember being like real young, back like when I was a baby, back in my mom in the back of my mom's Cavalier. She'd be bumping like all Texas, Zero, Mike Jones, Paul Wall, all that stuff, you know. So, but that wasn't really my inspirations. Once I first like started listening to rap and personally like getting an interest for it, I was more interested in like East Coast, like Big L. Big L is a big inspiration for me. Nobody knows who the fuck Big L is, but like that's where Eminem got his flow from. Like mad wordplay. I love wordplay, so the more you can play with your words and make it takes a third time for somebody to listen and be like, wait, what? That's the shit that inspires me more. So Big L, and of course Biggie. People like Tupac more than Biggie, man, but I like Biggie more just because of he paints more of a vivid picture for me, you know. So,
man, so you got a new studio. Care to talk about it?
Bro, TNT Studios, we just opened this up. We've probably been open for about a week. Y'all can come fuck with us. Shit, hit me up on Instagram, Stoneyyy Baloney, 3 Y's on both. But we doing memberships. It's cheaper than any other studio in town, I will say that. We don't charge by the hour. If we do, but you get your bang for the buck out of doing the membership. So, but
that's what's up. What's your worst experience you have dealt with engineering?
Engineering or just overall?
Like overall.
Alright. Damn, should I get into this? Yeah, fuck, I'm gonna get into it. Alright, so when we were in LA, we went down to Pomona and we performed. We went up, met with this fool named Ching Weisenberg. He runs Rock the Bells and big festivals like that. He runs Gorilla Union. That's a big promoting company. So he invited us out to go perform at his birthday. Like the fool who grows Burner's weed and Wiz's weed, that fool was there. He had his own section. Burner was there too. So he pulls us. He asked us if we, like, he invited us out just to hang out, put us in our own section. I was 16 at the time, wasn't even supposed to be in the club, you know. And so we got up there. freestyle everything. Then he pulls us off stage. He was like, "Man, y'all did great. Yada yada yada. We're gonna sign y'all to this. Y'all gonna." A bunch of details, man. Like, we were really about to, and we were on the verge of signing with Aftermath. And I'm not gonna say it's just some shit was posted that wasn't supposed to be posted online, and our deal got dropped. So that is like within, we were fingertips within getting there, and literally that shit was let go from us.
Have you never had to deal with difficult rappers or singers?
Such as in not knowing what they're doing?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that shit is, I'm not gonna say it's annoying, but it's not fun to deal with, because if you have to teach a rapper how to rap, or mainly just a rapper, I mean, most singers know what the hell they're doing, because obviously they have a melody in their head, and they know how to keep up with the tempo. But I mean, rappers, I give them advice. I'm not gonna tell them what to do, but I'm like, bro, you can hear it this way, but it's gonna sound better this way. But I mean, dealing with them overall, I mean, I never really have a problem with it. I just let them do them. But if they like it, they like it. If they don't, I'll give them my tip on what I think they could do better. And at the end of the day, that's their product they paying for.
And you try to get signed or try to be independent?
I won't sign shit. Never. See, and that's one thing I learned from going to LA too, is I felt like that was God giving me a sign not to fuck with any labels or like that, because people in the industry are all about getting a check off of you, and I ain't down with that, man. I'm way too humble of a person. I'm too nice sometimes, man. And shit, that's why I opened up my own studio, you know? Like, I fuck with AKR though. Roderick and them, they're really good people, but labels, man, that shit is corrupt. The music industry, I've stuck a toe in, and I'm good. I'll deal with it on my own. I'll start my own label when it comes to that time. And shit. But overall, fuck a label. Unless they offer me a good amount bag, and that's gonna have to be a good 10 mil or so.
So, how will you describe your style of music?
I would describe it more storytelling, honestly. I don't rap about nothing that I haven't seen or done, or you know, I don't rap about I don't like rapping about guns and all that bullshit, because I mean, yeah, I keep a gun for protection, but that's it. I ain't gonna go out there and try to sling iron with somebody. Like, I ain't that type. I'm not gonna go be shooting and shit, but
That's what's up. Got any favorite engineers or producers?
Roderick Adams, you are my man, bro. You're cold. Oh, and he's at AKR, yeah. So I fuck with them now, but I tried to buy him off, but unfortunately he's too passionate, and he has a nice studio set up over there too. So
That's what's up. Well, how about favorite rappers?
favorite rappers, like now era.
They could be right now. from the past.
Overall, man, there's too many that are coming out. One of okay, I'm gonna start from underground. Puya is definitely one of the hardest lyricists out, and he's underrated as fuck. Andre 2000 went and gave him a fucking cosign. Young Pinch, I fuck with Young Pinch just because of his style. He be like, it's almost like a rap singer. I don't know, I just like the way it sounds. I don't know. I really fuck with people, the new auto-tune era. I like it, it's cool, but then again, I gotta take it back to nobody wants to admit they like this rapper, and it's Big Sean. And Big Sean's wordplay, man, that man's a genius. Shit, who else? Shit. I know I'm probably Shoreline Mafia. Shit. I don't know. There's too many to fucking count right now, man.
That's what's up. Like, how important is to perfect the craft of engineering?
If you're doing it yourself, it's very fucking important, man. Because if you can't engineer yourself, if you're trying to engineer yourself and you don't know what you're doing, man, it's gonna sound like you're talking through the telephone, a prison telephone at that fact. And that's a major key if you're gonna be doing it yourself.
So you never thought of engineering and producing your own album or EP?
Oh no, I have. I have a project actually. Look, I got a laptop that's that's under there, and the fucking bottom comes off and shit. And that just took a shit on me. And I just finished up an album, To the Moon and Back, and only a few people have heard it, but I finally look, see it right here. This shit has been through some shit. I'm telling you, I got this for free. My mama used to be a dopehead and brought that shit to me in pieces. And said, if you put this shit together, you can have it. I said, bet. Put that shit together, and got that shit working. That's what But when it comes to producing, when engineering my own projects and stuff, especially with it like this, when I have to run back and forth from the fucking booth, man, that shit gets mad annoying sometimes. So I be trying to have like somebody engineering me, but mainly I do it myself, and just because I know what I want it to sound like, and I know what I have to do to get it to sound like that. So.
And what's better, singles or albums, EPs?
Bro, definitely singles and EPs, man. People aren't gonna listen to albums. They're not. People will listen to an album, but they're only gonna listen to fucking the first 5 songs. You know. Normally, unless it's someone that's very anticipated, Future, Drake, someone like that, no one's gonna listen past the fucking 4th, 5th song. So, what's the point? I made an album, don't get me wrong, but that's just because I never dropped an album, and I've been doing this for 5, 6 years. Shit. So I think I've got to my point to where I can keep what am I trying to say? Keep the attention of the audience all the way through the album, with it having a set mood and a certain tone to it, you know. So, but overall, singles and EPs.
So how you feel about the music scene around here?
Man, there's a lot of talent. I would say that there's a lot of talent, but kids don't want to work for it. They want it to be given to them, and that's not the way. It's not the way this works at all. Like, you're gonna have to go out there every day and bust your ass for it. Like, for instance, I've been here for the past 3 days, and I'm not even living. Like, I got a room upstairs, but I haven't moved in yet, and I've been sleeping on that futon right there, just busting my ass, grinding just to even get clients in here. Not even for my career, just to help other rappers, you know. And so I get cats coming through here, and they want to talk, but they don't want to actually put their money up front and apply their talent. So,
you know, who's your favorite rappers in the city?
In the city, I'm gonna say the hardest rapper, I'm not gonna lie, is definitely Grayson Carter. But my favorite, it's gonna have to go shit. Think about this post. Young Cade. Cade goes hard. West Cavy. I fuck with West Cavy hard. He really snapping. He from Long Beach too, and that boy he got some talent, and he be engineering himself too. He self-taught himself too, so mad respect to him. And Guala is really good, man. Guala's good, so I'll give that to him too. So,
Got any advice for upcoming artists?
man, just stay humble and stay yourself. Don't be someone you're not. Don't try to follow a trend just because other people are doing it. Like Remain to yourself. Remain to your circle. Stick by who you know you can trust, because nowadays you can't trust nobody. So if you catch a cat that wants you get a little bit of views on something, then they want to hit you up, that's cool, go do that, but don't keep them around you like that, you know, because you can't trust nobody nowadays.
But if there's anybody, if you haven't worked it yet, if you want to work,
locally or just overall?
overall,
Man, I talked to TK before he got locked up. Look at this. Hold on. A lot of y'all ain't gonna believe me. I'm gonna pull this up just to show y'all. TK was about to sell me a verse for $75. Look at this. Can you see that? He asking me, you ready to cop that feature? That's somebody I wish I would have worked with before. Cause I know a bunch of people from Dallas, like Dance Daily and shit. So like, but other than that, like, I like to work with Pinch. Pinch is a really good artist. I don't have a desire to work with anybody really. I really just don't have a desire to work with anybody. I just like making my own music, because a lot of people can't. I find it, I work better by myself. So when it comes to working with another artist, then it's a lot, because then you both got to wrap your minds around one concept and understand and stay on the same concept. And that's one thing that I think is very important in making music, is if you're making concept rap, then you better stay on that concept.
you got something hot for TK?
Do I got something from him?
Yeah, like he had something for like something hot, like a hot track.
Man, I had a track for him, and like this was I want to say that was in 2016 when I was talking to TK. TK had just dropped Mega Man. That was like his first song that ever blew up, and I hit him up, and I didn't even have a song in specific that I wanted him to get on, but shit, I knew that his little ass would. I knew he was on to something just by the way when he made that song, the way he sounded. So I was gonna throw him myself. I was gonna let him choose the beat, and I was gonna go off of him. So.
Now, how you feel about the whole situation about TK?
You gotta be held accountable for your actions, man. And if you want to sit there, like, I free that Rugrat, but then again, hey, if you did do that, then like you gotta look at it from the victim's family's perspective. Everybody yelling free TK, but what if he really did do that? What if he really did kill Ethan Walker and all that shit? Like, I'm saying that he did. Once again, like that's I've talked to TK, and I wouldn't believe he did that, but shit, it is what it is, and he still got a whole nother trial to go to for that Chick-fil-A shooting. So prayers for that man, and I pray to God he didn't do it, but hey, you can only prove so much.
So, where can people find your music at?
You can find it on all platforms. If you just look up Stoneyyy with 3 Y's, Stoneyyy. I put the Stoneyyy on, the 3 Y's on there because, man, it just sounds like a stoner, like Stoneyyy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, shit. And it was just kind of catchy. So, but you can find it on Apple Music, Spotify. You can find a lot of my shit on SoundCloud. All over, really. YouTube. There's a couple videos on YouTube, but I got a lot more. I got a whole album I'm mixing and mastering, still working on right now, that just needs to be dropped, because it's something like I've never done before. It's not rap. She's heard it. She knows what it's capable of, and so it's just a whole different sound overall that I feel nobody in Texas, or not even Texas overall, hasn't approached yet. You know, it's more meaningful. So
That's what's up. Who has the best gas in the city?
do what?
Who has the best gas in the city?
Oh shit. I'm not gonna dry stitch like that, man. The plug, that's who. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Man, that concludes the video. Live from TNT Studios from Dallas.
Hey man, y'all come fuck with us at TNT. You can look us up on Facebook, TNT Studios, Instagram, TNT Studios. Find me on Instagram at Stoneyyy Baloney, STONEYYY, Baloney, Y. Shit, y'all fuck with me. I got some sound y'all gonna like.